Okay, welcome. My name is Rob. I'm the Senior Site Supervisor on site. I'm currently looking after the piling works and the civil in-ground works on site. So currently we have a 80-tonne continuous flight auger piling rig, currently set up with a 900mm diameter auger for our piles. These particular piles are, in this situation, is for our tower crane to sit on, which is our critical path on our program. Currently at the moment the drilling which is going on, I guess the auger is driven into the ground, I guess in a twisting and screwing action which pulls it in. Currently, I guess the works happening surrounding the drilling is the 20-tonne excavator. So this is, it'll currently be just moving spoil from whilst it's drilling, and it'll be supplementing the rig. In the background there's two excavators loading out, so that's as part of the bulk excavation. With that we've got 25 truck and trailers on rotation, which will be for 3 to 4 times per day, so there's about 75 trucks per day which we're loading out at the same time as the drilling works. Given that it's a messy activity, the street sweeper, which is currently going around the roads, is also keeping the roads clean. So currently at the moment the drill rig is extracting the auger. Whilst this process is happening, the concrete is being poured through a specific line pump for the total duration whilst the auger is extracted. With this it'll pump the concrete at high pressure into the ground to stabilise the surrounding ground, which allows the concrete to be poured at high pressure and maintained while still maintaining the ground and in the stability of the pile. So following the drilling and pouring process of that particular pile, the drill rig then relocates to its next location and gets set up. It'll relocate with the use of the 20-tonne excavator, which will relocate the concrete line attached to the back of the rig so that it doesn't travel over it and damage its lines. The 20-tonne excavator then returns to scrape any remaining spoil from that pile, then open up and expose any remaining spoil that is then required to be hand shoveled out. The reason why this is done is so that any contaminated or any spoil does not get dragged in whilst the cage is being installed and contaminate the pile. Any other remaining stockpiles that need to be cleaned up are then removed by the excavator, and just as part of any general surface prep required. Okay, so once the surface prep has been completed surrounding the pile, along with cleaning out any remaining spoil in the concrete, the cage, the specific cage for that particular pile is then chained up and relocated into position. So before the cage gets chained up, there's some wagon wheel spacers. So basically they are clipped onto the side of the cage in multiple locations, and their sole purpose is to maintain the specified cover between the edge of the concrete and the pile reinforcement cage. The cover is also specified by our structural engineer for our foundations. Okay, so once the cage is installed and set to height, there is a central bar which is centrally located down the pile. The purpose of this bar is to extend the length of the pile cage, allowing the cage to be shorter in length, but still maintaining the design requirements of the pile. So both the pile cage and the central bar are set to height using a laser level. The laser level is set to a tolerance of plus or minus 3 millimeters. It needs to be quite accurate given the tolerance that we're working to. The heights of the piles will vary in different locations given the design of the building.